Hey, Carla. Wait, for some reason I'm getting this. Ah, that's why. I gotta not put, there we go. Rick. How are you? Hey, Michelle.
Oh.
Here we go. Okay, now I can hear you guys. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Hmm. Tired. We got pretty much everything cleaned up here. Just loading up the car maybe twice more, maybe twice, maybe three. Three. And then finding a space for a lot of it.
That's one thing I always would never want to move is a bunch of weight equipment.
Mm-hmm.
All heavy.
Well, the weights and all that, all the equipment is pretty much gone. I've got a couple of dumbbells that I'm taking home. It's books and things like that that I'm loading up. Receipts from the past 4 years. Some papers that I've gone through and I thought were important enough to keep. They may end up in a bag and may stay in a bag for a long time.
Hi, everyone.
All right. Hey, Lena. Hey, Xiaomi.
Everyone. How's
All right.
everybody?
Got another couple minutes. Let's see if anybody else shows up. Yeah, you can do some warm-ups and stretches, and then when 6 o'clock comes around, we'll get started. Some things like trunk twist, toe touchers, knee highs, things like that. Those are always good, especially on a core day. There you are. Welcome back, Carla.
Thanks. I was having some kind of issues, so hopefully we will.
Hey, Carla.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Let me go get a water real quick. All right. Still another minute.
Alexa, play workout music.
All right, I got 6 o'clock. All right, we're gonna do, so today's workout, I've got 12 exercises. We're gonna do each one once, all the way through, back to back. And then we'll take a little break and then we'll do it again. Maybe 3, I don't know, I think twice. Maybe if I shorten the time, I shorten the time a little bit. We could have managed, maybe get in 3. 9 minutes, 9, 8, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, maybe it'll work. We'll try that. We'll do a little bit shorter rounds, and we'll see if we can get more than 2. Yesterday kind of worked out on our last exercise, right? I got cut off, but you guys knew too, knew what you were doing. I thought that worked out all right. So I don't have any equipment today, and most of the exercises you may know. Let me go down to the floor. Bring that down. Let's see if you can see me. Let's bring it up just a little bit. All right. All right, so I'll go through the 10 exercises real quick. We're going to do frog sit-ups. So frog sit-ups are the one where your feet are together. And then if you use a ball, we'll do a full sit-up. And then we're going to reach towards our feet on this one. And then we'll do the heel tap hip over. So this one, we're just going to tap your heels, roll your hips over. Tap your heels, roll your hips over. So it's an easy one to get those lower abs fired up. And then for 3, to get the size, we'll do a stationary bike, and that's the one where we stay up. We're just going to go from one to the other, right? So we're going to keep those elbows nice and wide so that one is touching the ground as the other reaches towards the... then your 4th exercise, we're going to do a leg raise crunch. That's this one. So leg raise crunch, we're going to go up, and then we're just going to lift your leg up like that. And then your 5th will be a sit-up with a reach. I'll go with those first 5. Once we get it going, it's going to take a couple of times before we get it, but I'll cue you in 10 seconds prior to moving into the next exercise. All right. So you're ready. We'll start with the frog sit-ups. So frog sit-ups, feet are together. We're going to sit up all the way and touch your feet. Ready? We'll go in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we're going to go up, down, and down. And so not up into a reach, but tap your toes, tap your heels. There you go. Back and tap your heels. Hey, Henry. And tap your heels. Tap your heels. Tap your heels. And so keep your feet on the ground. Keep your feet on the ground. Feet are on the ground. All the way up, tap your feet. And heels are together so that your knees should be wide. 7 more seconds. We're going to go into a heel tap, hip over. In 3, 2, 1. Heel tap, hip over. Heel tap, hip over. Heel tap, hip over. So your upper body doesn't come up off the floor. Keep your back on the floor. And as you bring your knees in, you want to try to lift your pelvis off the ground and get a squeeze in your lower abs. See if you can lift your pelvis up off the floor a little bit. 15 more seconds. All right, our 3rd exercise is coming up. Not quite yet though. 7 more seconds, which is going to be the stationary bike. We'll go 3, 2, 1. So stationary bike, your heels are up off the floor. We're not going to move your legs at all. And we're just going to go like a bicycle, side to side. Nice and controlled. So on this one, I don't really let it down to the floor again. Let me kind of do this view. And so I go from one to the other. So I'm staying in a crunched position the whole time. 10 more seconds. 4th exercise is easy. We're going to come sit up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna do a leg raise crunch. So this one. All the way to the floor. And then just lift them up. Twenty more seconds. Straighten your legs a little bit. It's gonna be easier when your legs are straighter. 10 more seconds. We have 5 more seconds. We're going into a sit-up with a reach now. Ready? And begin. So this one we're going up and down and up. So get a full sit-up with a reach. We're gonna reach straight up in the air. We want a nice flat back. All right, Carla. And then right back down again. This is one where once you have it, you can pick up the pace. All the way up, all the way up. All the way up to the top and back down and up and back down. We got 5 more seconds. We're going into a non-touch roll. 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna go back and forward, back, and forward, and back, and forward, and forward. You got this. Michelle, let go. Let go. Come on, you got this. Come on. Stretch your legs out. Stretch your legs out. Stretch your legs out. Go out and back up. And up and back up. There you go. You're getting there. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hollow body. And then you can let go. And then but hit it again. Bring it up. Good. Good. Legs are straight out, legs are straight out. Arms are behind your head, behind your head. Open up. Think of a smile, right? We want to get a big smile. 10 seconds. Next exercise, we're going to turn over under your hands and knees. We're going to do some bird dogs with a crossover. 3, 2, 1. And so bird dog, I'll go more diagonal. Bird dog is out. And then we're going to go into a crossover, back out into a bird dog. One side only. One side only. So no switching. There you go. First couple may need to, a little bit of balance, but you'll get it. So we're going in and back out. I get a nice big stretch. It's more about control than it is about repetition. All right, we're gonna lay down on your stomach and we'll do some Supermans. So we'll go up, down, or alternating. And the GIF I used for today's workout, she actually did all 4, and then she was alternating. You could try that if you like. But the arms have to go up with the legs. We're alternating if you do it that way. So make sure your arms are going with your legs in sync. All right, we are going to turn back over onto your back, and we're going to do the X-Men crunch. So a big X. And then we're going to go into a V, right? So V and X, and V and X, and V and X, and V and X, V and X, V and X. So those feet have to come up into your V-sit. So this is a V-sit, right? And so we want to go from the X into a V. X into a V. So lift your upper body. There you go. There you go. Almost there. 4, 3, 2. We're going to lay down on your back and heels to heaven. So we're going to do a reverse crunch, thinking of pushing your heels up. Push your heels up. Flex your toes down towards you and drive only your heels up towards the ceiling. You got this one, Carla? It looks like maybe you're locked. 7, 6, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. We're gonna do postures. Postures like a bicycle with straight legs. So straight legs, elbow to knee. Get that bicycle moving going. And straight legs. Nice straight leg. So the movement's coming out of your hip in a bicycle. You got to see only bicycles, and then straight legs at the same time. So cha, 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 cha. Almost there. 9 more seconds. Keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and pause. Short break. Wasn't too bad, huh? I think we can get 3. I think we can get 3. So core recovers pretty quick. Any of those, we need some more info? No? All good with them? You feel comfortable with them, Xiaomi? With all the exercises? Or any that you?
That last one probably
The
later.
last one? Yeah, it's a finisher. It's hard.
Hi, Mark. Just letting you know my sound is completely out,
Oh,
so I'm
I
not
hear
hearing
you.
anything.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry.
if you say something to me, I'm
Yeah, it
here.
looked like your screen was locked up for a moment. I know you're not hearing me, but later.
I can't read lips that well.
Later in the replay, if you see it. Oh, you're not going to be able to hear the exercises now. All right. All right, then, real quick. Carla is experienced. She'll recognize what we're doing. All right, you guys ready? Round 2. Frog sit-ups. So we're going frog sit-ups, down and up. And up. So keep those knees nice and wide. Ready? And begin. Keep those heels together. Legs are open. Your cat's more interested in the camera, Michelle, than your workouts. They're suspiciously watching. Good, looking good. Almost there, 7 more seconds. We're gonna do heel tap, hip over. 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna tap those heels, roll it in. Tap the heels, roll it in. Tap the heels, roll it in. Squeeze those lower abs. When you bring it in, think of squeezing the lower abs. We're rolling your pelvis up off the floor to squeeze those lower abs. If you're just bringing your knees in, we're probably getting more hips and thigh. but we want that whole pelvis to kind of tilt in. That's what's working the lower abs. 12, 11, 10 more seconds. After this, we're going into stationary bikes. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So stationary bike, legs are up. We're going to cross over, cross over, cross over, cross over. Stay nice and wide with your arms. Good, looking good. Almost there. All right, 10 more seconds. We're gonna go into leg raise crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So leg raise crunches, this one. There you go, more upright, legs nice and straight. So we don't want them too bent, just keep them nice and straight. Seventeen, 16, 15 seconds. Good. 10 more seconds. What do we have next? Sit up with a reach. We go 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up with a reach and up. Down and up. Down and up. So try to get up nice and straight so that your back is nice and straight, and you want to reach up so your finish is like right here. Right? And then we're just going to go back down and up. Back down and up. There you go, all the way to the top, all the way to the top. There you go. Good, awesome. 10 more seconds. I always like to complete this exercise with some non-touch rolls. 4, 3, 2, 1, and so we're gonna roll back and then roll forward. And try not to touch. Roll back, roll forward. Try not to touch. Go back, go forward, go back, go forward. Up higher, Michelle, higher, higher. You got this, I know you do. 8, 7, 6 more seconds. We're going into hollow body after this. 3, 2, 1, and hollow body. And release. And then back up, hollow body. And release. Arms are behind your head. We're trying to lay on your back, right? We want your back to be rounded out like a turtle shell. And we want to try to create a smile, right? So keep those arms way back. We want to stay nice and open. We want to lift and keep those arms behind your head. 10 more seconds. All right, I'm going to complete this move. We're going into X-Men crunches. 3, 2, 1. So we're going from an X to a V, right? X to a V, X to a V, X to a V, X, there you go. Keep going, Emery. Lift those legs up. So don't let them down. Don't let them down. Lift up, go into your V set, into your V, and then release it. Release it. Back down. Back up into your V. Good, and release. Good. Keep going, Michelle. 9 more seconds. 7, 6. We're going to turn over, and we're going to do some crossover bird dogs. And we'll get back onto your hands and knees. And so whichever side you didn't do, right, we're going to do the other side. And then we're going to cross over, back out into your bird dog. Breathe in, back out into your bird dog. This side should be a little more challenging. You naturally chose your stronger side to begin with. So this side probably needs a little bit more work. Completely normal. One side is always going to be less balanced and less strong. 5 more seconds. We're going to lay down on your stomach and we're going to do some Supermans. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So Supermans, I like to do them alternating. If you like to do all 4, release, your choice. So I'll go up, 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 up. We want to feel that lower back contract. Good. 10 more seconds. All right. After this, we're going to turn over and we're going to do those X-Men crunches. 3, 2, 1. Didn't we just do X-Men crunches?
Yes. We have to do busters sometimes.
Oh, well. Let's do them again. Let's do them again. X, 2 of V. So, right? X, 2 of V. X, 2 of V. Good. Can't have enough of these, right? No.
I'm not answering that.
And V. So X, 2 of V. X, 2 of V. X, 2 of V. 4, 3, 2. We're going heels to heaven. So we're going to do a reverse crunch through your heels, not through your toes. So I can't see a lot of your feet on this. So make sure that your feet are flat and that you're driving up through your heels. Carla's locked up again. All right, 10 more seconds. We'll go into our last exercise. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Let's do some busters. All right, busters. So bicycle, straight leg bicycle. Straight leg bicycle. You got it, Michelle. Come on. Come on. There, get your arm and leg movement right. Get your arm and leg movement right. Right now you're kind of, there you go. And now pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. All right, Emery, good. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, awesome. All right, that was 2. It's 24. I think we got 1 more. We'll give you a little recovery time. Core's feeling it? A little bit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. I feel bad that Carla's still locked up in a hollow body.
Oh, gosh.
But she's doing really well, though. You guys ready? A little sip of water. Otherwise, it good? All right, so the first one that we're doing is the frog sit-up. That's the soles of your feet are together. We're gonna go all the way down into a full sit-up, and we're gonna tap your heels or toes or wherever you prefer to reach. All right. We'll go 5 seconds. Frog sit-ups in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Full sit-up. Full sit-up. You get this running out of time. Pop up out of here. I wonder if I kick Carla, if she'll be able to come back in. Stop. Put in waiting room, maybe. Put in waiting. Let's see if that helps her to get back. Almost there, 10 more seconds. We're going into heel tap hip overs in 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna tap those heels, roll your pelvis in, tap the heels, roll the pelvis in. Squeeze your lower abs as you're lifting and bringing those knees in towards your chest. Tap and roll it in. Tap and roll it in. 20 more seconds. We lost another person. 12 more seconds. We're going into stationary bikes after this. 7, 6, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so stationary bikes is like a bicycle. We're just not moving your legs. Nice and controlled. Welcome back, Carla. Can you hear me?
Yeah, for the moment. We'll see how long-
Good. I was hoping that putting you back out, because you were locked up in a hollow, buddy. We're starting to feel sad for you. We are doing stationary bikes right now. 10 more seconds. After this, we're gonna sit up and we're doing leg raise crunches in 4, 3, 2, 1. So leg raise crunches, you're sitting upright and we're gonna lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. Good, lift and down. And so if you have it, you can start to pick up the pace, pick up the pace. Good. You got it, Michelle. Lift it, lift it, lift it. Now we got to get you back into your groove. No taking days off.
I know.
We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and we're going to go and do a sit-up with a reach. So down and all the way up to the top. Down, all the way up to the top. Down, all the way up to the top. Yeah, it should be a motivator, right? To get back to where you were.
What now?
And a lot of times, once you get the exercise part going and it's in a good routine, the eating part will start to kick in a little bit better too. 7 seconds. All right, you know what we're doing after this? Non-touch rolls. 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna go roll and up. Roll and up. If you can avoid touching, avoid touching. And you want to come up nice and high, right? Nice and high, nice and high. Tuck those knees in as you roll back. You want to lift the pelvis up off the ground. 15 more seconds. 10 seconds. I see the mistake we did last time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go into your hollow body. The arms are behind your head, legs are up. We want to get a nice big smile. Think of your back as a as a turtle shell, because once you get better at this, we want to get you to a point where you can rock on your spine. But for now, keep those arms behind your head, and lift. We want to be laying on your lower back. 7 more seconds. I've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the mistake I made last time, was I put you into an X-Men crunch right after this when we're doing an crossover bird dog, right? So that's why we did the X-Men crunch twice. So we're doing a crossover bird dog. Let's do a couple on one side, since this is our 3rd round, and then let's do a couple on the other side. So let's do like 2 on one side, then switch, 2 on the other side, 2 on one side, switch. Nice and high, bring that arm nice and high. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lay down on your stomach and we're gonna do some Supermans. So like I said, whether you choose to do alternating or all 4, up to you. You want to try to work that lower back. The last exercise worked it a little bit. This one's working a little bit more. Ten more seconds. So after this one, we're going to turn over and now we'll do our X-Men crunch. In 3, 2, 1. So we're going from the X into a V. From X into a V. X into a V. Carla's out again. X to a V. So you want to lift your legs up, Xiaomi. Lift your legs up. We're going into your V sit. Into a V sit, right? So we don't want you to reach, have your feet on the floor. And then once you come up, then go back into your X. And then go into the V. And then back into the X. 5 more seconds. We're going to do your heels to heaven and begin. So on your back, and we're going to drive through your heels up towards the ceiling. Up to the ceiling. Not too far, not too far. At your hip level. We don't want to go further than your hip level. So with your legs, we don't want your legs to go too far forward. Good, keep going, keep going. Keep going. You got it, Xiaomi. So we're just doing the, not that one. Just the one where you're driving your hips straight up. So it's this one. This one. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's finish it off with some busters. Busters. Straight leg bicycle. Straight leg bicycle. Get that bicycle moving going. Drop an elbow. Drop an elbow. There you go. Don't cheat on yourself. Check, 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 check. Straight leg, straight leg, straight leg. Straight leg, straight leg. 15 more seconds. You got it, Xiaomi. Straight leg. Straight leg, straight leg, straight leg. You got this. 7 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and awesome. We still have a minute left. Good job. So one thing I wanted to mention, when we do our reverse crunches, so even the heels to heaven, this is basically a reverse crunch. So when we're doing those reverse crunches, we don't want to go too far, right? So it's not about getting like way over there. We want to drive it straight up from the hips. So we want to get that hip line and drive it straight up. Whether you are pointing your toes like we regularly do, or you were driving through the heel, we want to go up straight up at the ceiling from your hip level. Did you get a good workout?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, are you coming tomorrow to, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, maybe lower or cardio?
Evening, yes.